Do you want to have flawless and glowing skin this fall and winter? Well, today I'm using the Ultimate Brightening Peeling Gel by Ebanel Skincare to show you guys how to do it on a budget. Hey guys, what up? It's Destiny. Welcome back, and this is the LA lifestyle on a budget, helping you get your best glow up possible through skincare and thriftwear. So if that's what you're into, hit the subscribe button below. Now, today's a very, very special day in particular because this video is actually being sponsored by Ebanel Skincare. So for those of you that aren't hip, for those of you that don't know, they actually have some of my favorite budget sheet masks out in the game right now. Super budget friendly. They actually work when you use them. So if you guys haven't seen that review, I'm gonna link that above here. But today in particular, I'm showing you guys how to get glowing and amazingly radiant and healthy looking skin this fall and winter. Now, I know this is a very, very much needed video just because we're transitioning into colder months, we're transitioning into drier months for some of those of you that live in more frigid areas where maybe your skin starts to get kind of like a little flaky and patchy and dry. Let's say if you're running from work to, a little party and you want to make sure that your skin looks popping, it looks healthy, it looks dewy, doesn't look dry and decrepit. Or let's say you're running from audition to audition and maybe you had cake face and now you need to be fresh face. Whatever the case may be, this is going to help you to be able to do that in a very efficient way. And to make this a little bit more interesting, all the items that I'm going to use today are all going to be less than $20. Let's just do that. Okay, so I've already cleansed my face. I used my Derma E gel cleanser. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the star of the show, which is the Ultimate Brightening Peeling Gel. You know I always give the true tea on these products when I bring them on this channel. So this peeling gel is actually pretty dope because at first I thought, okay, it's going to be kind of a gel-like product. Am I going to use this as a mask? Is it going to peel off? No, this literally takes 30 seconds to a minute to just put on your face, kind of buff in, and then rinse. Like super freaking easy. So this is pretty much like a brightening exfoliant. So for those of you that have ever done like microdermabrasion or have used, maybe a product that's kind of similar, that's more on the high expensive end, I've reviewed a few of them on this channel. So it's essentially kind of like a gel-like substance that has these kind of micro fine granules in it to kind of help buff and exfoliate your skin. Because you guys know on this channel I am very huge advocate for exfoliators that aren't digging and actually ripping into your skin. There's a lot of exfoliants on the market that have very large granules, have maybe like nutshells and things like that, and they actually tear into your skin and can leave scarring and fine lines. So let me go ahead and jump into using this. So this is a mild formula, so it's supposed to be for all skin types. So for those of you that have dry skin, for those of you that have oily skin, for me, I have combination skin. So that means I get oily here in this area, then around the perimeter of my face, it's more dry, it's a little bit more flaky, and then this part is a little bit more normal. So blackheads here, greasy here, and dry and flaky on this end. It says to take a quarter size amount, but honestly you can almost get away with using like more of a nickel size if need be, and then you're literally just gonna buff it into the face. So I don't know if you guys can see what's happening here. Like, do you guys see how it was a gel-like consistency and now it's literally starting to peel and kind of exfoliate that dead skin off my face? Now part of it is the gel, but a layer of it is that flaky kind of skin that's sitting on the surface. So I like this because it kind of puts you in control. You can kind of rub as gently or as like a little bit more firm as you want to get your kind of more desired results. I'm just kind of lightly going over the skin for about 30 seconds to a minute. You guys see that? Yes, girl, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna rinse and I'll be right back. All right, so just washed my face, and as you guys can already see, the brightening gel is already doing its thing. My cheeks already look dewy and juicy and shiny. So I'm just patting dry my face, being very gentle, and my skin is not tender at all, which is really nice because I feel like with a lot of exfoliants, your skin kind of feels a little raw afterwards. My skin doesn't feel raw at all, which is great. My skin feels very nice and kind of juicy and bouncy, and it feels very soft. It does not feel dry, which is another really good thing. A lot of exfoliants, it's like the second that you use them, you're like running to put on your moisturizer, running to your toner, running to whatever moisture that you can find. But my skin actually feels really soft, which is nice. Also, upon using the gel, I wasn't getting any super harsh or strong smells. I feel like a lot of times with kind of more like chemical exfoliants or kind of like almost microdermabrasion type facial peels that you get a very strong heavy alcohol smell, and a lot of times it's just really off-putting. But I wasn't getting any sort of strong smells or anything like that from the peel, so that's great as well. And another thing that I like about this is that Ebanel Skincare, I feel like they do a really, really good job of really making sure that they put in a good amount of really, really good and hearty, like natural ingredients. It's not just like, oh, well, we added a little bit of lavender or we added a little bit of tea tree. Like, there's things like mushroom in here, there's tomato, hollyhock, there's edelweiss. Like, there's a lot of really, really cool kind of ingredients in here, which I love. Aloe, honey extract, licorice root, willow bark, like just a lot of really, really cool natural ingredients that I feel like are very, very versatile in skincare, and I love the fact that I'm starting to see more of it. I feel like this is just kind of a good product to kind of have in your skincare arsenal when you really just want your face to feel balanced, whether it's oily and you want to kind of make it feel more normal, or whether it's very, very dry and kind of flaky and you want it to just feel radiant and dewy and soft again, you know? And the cool thing about this also is it's only like 14 bucks. So if you think you're using this, it says to use like once or twice a week. And if you think you're only using like a quarter size or maybe even a little bit smaller, if you just want to hit kind of like maybe this area of your face or the oily part or your T-zone or whatever, like this is really going to last you a good amount of time. Like this is a good size bottle. This is 4.12 full ounces. So for those of you that are interested in trying out the Ultimate Brightening Peeling Gel, I'm going to link it below, as well as Ebanel Skincare line. And the cool thing is also this is on Prime, so for those of you that are Amazon users that are kind of like, okay, I don't really like shopping, you know, on other websites or whatever, it's on Prime. So let me move on. So I'm going to follow up with my rose spray just to give my skin that little extra zhuzh. But you know, the brightening gel already did like a really, really good job. Let me go ahead and add some Hyaluronic Acid. This is by Timeless. So I'm just going to get a little bit of this. If you have a serum that you love to use, you can also use that in place. And I'm just lightly pressing it and slowly gliding it into the skin. And we always get them neck and hands too, because you know us women, we be showing our age after a certain time. Namvo calls them dewy dumplings. Then I'm going to go ahead and use my simplified cream. This is an eye cream. And just slightly pat that in. Because you can't neglect the eyes. Like, you can't have a moisturized face and then have the bags under your eyes looking all dry. It's just not cute. Then I'm going to follow up with my Pure Ferret Centella Multi Cream. Just dab a little bit of that on. And slowly massage that in. I love skincare. Like, I could just smother stuff on my face all day. I feel like that's the difference between like makeup and skincare. Like, makeup is very precise. Like, you put the eyeshadow here, you put the blush here, you put the highlight here. And obviously there's creative license for you to kind of go crazy, but I feel like with skincare, you could just like smother stuff on. You could just be having like the worst crap day, and just being able to just smother something on and feeling fabulous is just, I just love it. Okay, you guys see that? The light is bouncing. We're getting our lives, our face is feeling nice and juicy and happy. Now, this last step is kind of optional. This is for maybe for my homegirls and gents that maybe have a little bit more drier skin. Maybe you're in a very, very, very cold climate and you just want to make sure you give your skin a little bit of extra love. I'm just going to go in with my jojoba oil. Rub it on the hands. We don't want to go overboard because some of you guys, you know, you want to be glowy and dewy, but you don't want to be greasy. You don't want to look like you tried a little too hard. So we're just going to rub it on the hands and then lightly pat into the skin. You can kind of take the excess. I like to just kind of rub it into my hands a little bit on the lips. Alright, y'all, and this is the finished dewy, glowy, happy, sexy look. We're getting radiance, we're getting shine, we're getting glow. We look healthy, we look like we're ready to walk on the beach, go to the Maldives. We look like we're just ready to have an amazing day. But so far, I would have to say that I'm pretty impressed with this product. Honestly, from the past week that I've been using it, and today I'm using it again, I feel like that this is the same quality as a lot of the more high-end kind of microdermabrasion peeling products that I've used, but it's a lot cheaper. And not to mention, I feel like those other ones sometimes are a little bit too harsh. This actually made my skin feel like it was moisturized afterwards, and like I didn't have to follow up immediately with a moisturizer. Of course, we always do because we want a little bit more radiance. But I feel like for the most part, like, if you're new to kind of peeling gels, if you're new to kind of like microdermabrasion, exfoliation, and you really just want to try something that is not super harsh, you really want to try something to kind of just test it out and see how you feel about peeling products. I feel like this is definitely a go-to that you should check out. I feel like it's budget friendly enough where you can try it, maybe have your friends try it, maybe have your family try it. And I feel like at least 2 of you guys in the household are going to be able to get some kind of use out of this and feel like we didn't break the bank. So I'm going to link Ebanel Skincare's website below, as well as the peeling gel. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video if you want to see more. I'll be posting more as usual. Make sure to do well and be well, and I'll see you later. Bye.